Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. If you cannot tell, we are going to get ready together today, and I just want to put like my normal makeup on that I've been using really consistently. All of these products are in projects, so you might recognize them. I will be talking about some things that have just been on my mind. And so I might not mention the products that I'm using, but I will try to have them either like on the screen or down below in the description box. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I do mostly panning content, which means I'm just trying to use my collection and finish things up within the year. So if that interests you, I hope you subscribe before you leave and give this video a thumbs up. I just realized I don't have my baby monitor by me. I think I'm just gonna let it be. Also, I'm trying this color. Usually when you think of greens, you think it's like warm, but apparently this is like possibly a soft summer green. So I wanted to kind of see how it looked on camera without makeup, but also like with makeup when I'm done with this video. So we'll see about that. I'm gonna start off with my NYX Plump Right Back Primer. I'm so close to finishing this, you guys. I've been using it basically every day because I really want to finish it before my deck of panning update, which I have to film in like 2 days. Tomorrow. I have to film it tomorrow. I hope I can finish it. But I wanted to kind of show you guys how I use some of my panning products and also talk about just some things that have been on my mind. I did share like a really quick thought on my Instagram stories about a month ago about just wanting to really minimize my makeup collection again, but specifically like eyeshadow palettes. And I got a lot of encouragement from a few people to make a YouTube video about it, so that's what I'm doing. But I've realized that I was gonna say like craving or like my want of minimizing is not just with my eyeshadow palettes, it's with like everything in my life. And I really think it comes down to one, decision fatigue, being a mom to a toddler, and being like running a household. You have to make a lot of decisions. And I think my brain is just like, stop. Oh my gosh, just like, have you guys seen the video, or it's a meme or something, where it's like, oh, it's a clip from the sitcom King of Queens. If you guys watch that, let me know down below. I am only talking and not applying. I told you I'm not gonna talk about products, okay. But it's like the husband asks the wife where the scissors are. And she's like, we have lived here for however many years, like 20 years, probably not that much. And you still don't know where the scissors are, things like that. Bless my husband. I love him to pieces, but he asks me questions like that. And it just like fries my brain, and he doesn't understand. Which I totally get. Like he shouldn't have to understand. He's not inside my head. But like, I'm touched out by my toddler because he loves me so much and I love him so much. I'm just like decision fatigued. My brain is full of things that really don't matter in the scheme of things, and it's mostly makeup. I go through phases where I don't want to say obsess, but I am constantly thinking about makeup and what I'm going to wear the next day and what products I need to meet my goals on. I'm constantly looking at my Google spreadsheets where I have all of my projects listed and what products I have and like what am I close to hitting my goal on and like what should I use to meet my goal in this project, etc. And I just need to knock it off. And the only way I can think that will help is to minimize what I'm working on. And I have, I have resisted some panning projects that I really wanted to do, but I knew I was at my capacity. And I have recently started some projects that I honestly shouldn't have started. Um, and I honestly, I was going to stop some projects, but then I realized that it is October. It's the middle of October. The year is basically coming to an end. And so I think I can manage. There are a few projects that are ending in December, and I think I'm just not going to bring them back next year. And I feel terrible. I have not decided which ones. I do already know that like my panning for Walt Disney project is ending in December, and I'm not going to bring that back. What else? I had you guys vote on like what eyeshadow project you want me to work on next year. I had that vote on my Instagram stories. And so, spoiler, I'm not bringing Project Level Up back next year. And honestly, that project is so fun, but I just want to, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I'm just like brain dumping. I really want to meet like bigger goals next year. If you've been following along with me, I have been kind of rotating through my products really quickly this year so I can touch everything, make sure that I love everything. And next year, I want to change that and do like bigger goals, like finish goals, hit pan goals, just like really focus on products. And that applies to my eyeshadows too. So we did kind of talk about on my Instagram of me continuing pan those eyeshadows. But I want to add a little bit to that project and do kind of like a no pan left behind within it. So like when I pull a shade, I'll just make sure that I use that whole palette, no pan left behind as well. And I think that will kind of fulfill the project level up aspect. I'm not going to be talking about like these projects individually because that's just not what this video is about. But yeah, I'm downsizing my projects next year, and I think that will really help. And of course, I will talk about like if I'm bringing a project back in my upcoming project updates. Because like I said, it's October. Next month is November. We'll be starting, to talk about project finales and for the year and things like that. So I'm definitely planning for next year. Also, going back to decision fatigue, it applies to like my makeup and my clothing. And I have been, if you guys know, I love talking about like color analysis, like what my season is, but I also love talking about like body shape and style. For years and years and years, I have done like research on different body systems. And I recently, like within this last year, I have found an Instagram account called Fashion Fix. I will link her down below. I absolutely love her content, and it's very real. And so I actually paid for a service for her to tell me like what body shape I have and what clothes will suit me best. I'm really just trying to, I guess, accept my post. Why is this making me emotional? I really don't understand because I've talked about this in my head so many times and it hasn't made me emotional. I'm really trying to accept my postpartum body. Whoa. I did not expect that. I'm a crier, but so like I cry a lot, but I did not expect to cry over that. But it really does hit home. I'm 13 months postpartum, which is crazy to even say because I feel like I was just talking about like being 6 months postpartum. But I still have all of my baby weight. I gained so much weight, and I was already a plus size woman before my pregnancy, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but my body shape has definitely changed, and I'm not used to accommodating for how my body looks now. I will always be bigger. I know that. I've accepted that. I'm beautiful. I always have big hips. I'm a curvy lady. But now my body has changed to where my stomach is bigger, which of course it is because I had a baby in there. Like, I'm not shaming myself. I'm just accepting it. Like, I've changed. And so I don't know how to dress this version of me. And I am finally starting to get a little more motivated to like get in better shape because I'm gonna call him a toddler now because he's 13 months. He's so close to walking on his own. He loves like us walking him around the house, but my toddler is getting very active, and I am finding myself, why am I getting emotional? I'm finding myself not being able to keep up. Whoa. And even if I was still, overweight, but in shape and able to keep up with him, I'd be okay. But I'm not okay. And I don't want my weight to be an excuse to not play with my kid. I had zero plans to talk about this. I had zero plans to talk about this in this video. But apparently I needed to. And of course my battery is dying, so hold. Okay, I pulled myself together. I think you get the gist. So I'm going to move on from that so I do not cry anymore. But going back to Fashion Fix and getting my body shape analysis or whatever, I am planning on just exploring, new clothing styles, new clothing shapes. And I kind of want to share that with you guys, especially on Instagram. I think I'll start posting like my outfits and just sharing that journey. If I understand, like, if you want to keep this just makeup, that's why you're here, panning and makeup, but I really do think it will help me think through it and see myself somewhat objectively through the camera. It's really hard for me to see myself objectively in the mirror. I 100% believe that I have experienced body dysmorphia. I used to be very thin, and I thought I was not at that time. And so I'm not going to get into that at all, but I have experienced not being able to see myself how I truly am. So I think just like seeing it through the camera will help me like get a very real perspective. And I did actually, like I had to take full body pictures of myself like for my like analysis, and I was like, that's me. I was a little shocked. Anyway, back to like simplifying my life. I think that like knowing what I should be wearing, what harmonizes with myself with like color and style, and decluttering everything that does not fit that, including like eyeshadow palettes, clothing, just like makeup in general, which I have been doing that over time, but just minimizing decisions and like knowing that every single thing that I have works. I think that will be amazing. And I think also minimizing my panning projects will help, because I won't have as many options in like my panning drawer, because I have a separate section where I keep all of my products that I'm panning. And I thought that was a really good system, so I'm not overwhelmed with my collection like every morning looking at like what I need to use. And it does help. And I completely forgot to grab my eyeshadow brushes. My brain is just like going crazy. I'm going to use this Odin's Eye Flora story, but I really need to go get my... Should I do a finger challenge? Only try to use my fingers? Let's do it. Why not? This thing is all over the place. Anyway, so I will try to get closer, but I'm not going to zoom in because I'm talking to you guys. I'm all over the place. I want to create like a green look. So, minimizing my closet, minimizing my makeup, but also I'm going to be like minimizing my home and my schedule and creating a schedule for myself. So I'm just like on a journey. And I'm excited. Another thing that I have noticed is that my faith journey has gone out the window. I was raised a Christian, like at a church. I actually was raised by a non-believer and a believer in the same household, which, as you can imagine, even if you're not a believer, you can just imagine like how that might be. Disagreements and whatnot. I am so thankful, by the grace of God, my parents are still together even through all of that. But saying that, I didn't really have a true relationship with Jesus until my adult life. If you're not a believer, you can skip ahead if you want to, or if you're curious what my point of view is, that's great. But I, started getting closer to God in my adulthood. But I've really noticed like postpartum that, here I go again, crying. Yeah, like I just have not prioritized it. My priority has been my baby. But deep down, I know that like I need to prioritize my time with God in His Word, praying. Actually, I'm really good at praying throughout the day. I'm constantly talking to Him throughout my day, and I'm worshiping throughout my day. I'm always singing to baby boy, praising Jesus and just getting him like loving these songs. But I'm just really terrible at actually like studying the Word and getting to know Jesus and God better. And it's all because my brain has been... Why do I get so freaking emotional? My brain has just been so preoccupied with other things. Wow, 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 wow. What shade should I use? I'm all over the place. And I just really want to hunker down. I want to create a schedule. I mean, schedules don't ever work 100%, even without a baby, but with him, I'm still on his schedule. I have to be. That's just part of being a mom, especially a stay-at-home mom. And but I have written out like a loose schedule that I really want to follow. I really need to wake up before him. He's a late sleeper. I love that about him. He doesn't wake up till 8:30, which is amazing. But I also don't wake up till 8:30, and I want to try to at least wake up at like 7:30. I can do my devotion right when I wake up. Try to do my makeup before he wakes up because I have other things that I need to be doing throughout the day. I usually do my makeup during his first nap, so it's been like hours, 3 hours specifically. So I really just need to like move around my priorities. Um, and I truly think I'll feel better. I'll just feel better. I will feel more clarity in my brain. And I, of course, want to start doing like light workouts to get in better shape so I can chase him around. And oh my gosh, he's 30 pounds, so I have to like lift him. And oh my gosh, he's just mom life. You need to be a weightlifter to be a mom, for serious. So I honestly don't know if I've said all the things that I want to say, but if you guys are interested in like vlogs, I've thought about it, but I know this is a panning channel. So if you're opposed, tell me down below. If no one says no, I will probably do it or try to do it. We'll see how that goes because I don't like showing my baby on the internet. So we'll see. But what else? Oh, I'm hoping to start a job in November. So I had an interview late September and it went really well. I really clicked with these ladies that I would be working with and for, and I'm just really hopeful. It's a telework job, so I would be at home with baby, and that's like ideal. But my unemployment runs out very soon, so I really need to find something. And I have been, of course, dragging my feet on it because I feel like I've been in denial, like I don't need work. But I've also started teaching painting classes. So if you didn't know, I am an artist. I've always been an artist. And yeah, I used to teach paint and sip classes. This was like 8-9 years ago, something like that. And I was trying to figure out something that I could do, on my own schedule, something that I love. Wow, why am I trying to concentrate here? And I just was like, hey, let's try painting classes. I have a friend that owns a coffee shop, but they also do like nights of the month where they serve like alcohol and appetizers and things like that. And so we have collaborated, and I've taught one class so far, and it was a really big hit. And I just got so much joy out of it, and I just felt like back in my element. It was good. It was good times. But yeah, so I'm gonna do another one soon. I'm really excited. I'm so proud of myself, but I also know like I need to keep at it. Like it's not a one-time thing, I have to keep doing it, and I get in such funks. I have a lot of like phases. I go through phases of being productive and then not, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sure there's people out there that can relate. I've struggled with depression and anxiety throughout my whole life, so I'm sure it has something to do with that. Wow, I'm covering a lot of topics in this video, but if there's anything that you want me to elaborate on, I can do another video if you just comment below. But also, this is just like a makeup and painting channel, so I don't want to get too deep. Did I have anything else I wanted to say? One project I'm considering next year is pan that palette, which I have never attempted, and honestly it freaks me out. But I'm just craving like big goals and me like hitting more pans in my collection. I really need to pluck my eyebrows. Isn't it funny how we can just like switch topics and be like so deep and emotional and like not even be able to talk without crying to like casual, and like I want to hit more pans. I don't know. I truly believe that I am an HSP, which is highly sensitive person, like emotionally, physically, like I'm just very sensitive in general, and I've always been. I couldn't go to the doctor. I still can't go to the doctor without crying. It's just having to express like what's wrong with me. I just cry immediately, like before I even open my mouth. I have never been able to do an oral presentation in school without crying through it. And teachers just learned that was me. And it was so embarrassing. But I forced my way through it. It even happened to me in college. It's like, you're a grown adult. Why are you crying? Like, seriously? That's me talking to myself. I talk very poorly to myself sometimes, and it's a very bad habit because I am created by God and I am wonderfully made. And everyone that I know, there's, oh, you have a tender heart. You know, that's good. Like, you shouldn't be embarrassed by that because, like, I can't even have conversations with some people without crying. Like, on a deep level, if I'm sharing my heart, I will cry. If I'm praying out loud, I will cry because I just feel things so deeply. When I'm having like a learning conversation with my teenager, I cry, but he knows that it just means that I care. Did you hear my voice shake? So, as I've gotten older, I've learned that it is a good thing, and I do not need to, you know, I always say, I hate that I cry, but I just need to, I have embraced it, I guess. It's gotten a lot easier to accept throughout my time as an adult. I probably should use a mirror for this. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. When I was talking to a few of my makeup friends about making this video, Amy from Beauty and Beyond, she encouraged me to make a list or like write it all down, because I told her, I was like, I'm gonna forget, I'm gonna stumble upon my words, I'm not good at talking on video like while I'm doing things. So and I did make a list, but it's on my computer. My computer is dead in the other room, and I was like, I just need to film this video, so hopefully I didn't forget too much of what I wanted to say. And I do feel like I was kind of all over the place. But I hope that someone out there can relate or understands what I'm going through. Or if you have any encouraging words, let me know down below. Yeah, I think I'm still just trying to figure it out, and we're all just trying to figure it out, which is fine, which is okay. And we're in it together, aren't we? I just love the panning community. Everyone I've met or spoken to has been so supportive, so kind, so understanding. Like, we're all from different backgrounds, we all are from different demographics, we're all from different parts of the world, but I have made such good friends on here that I probably will never meet in my whole life. But I'm hoping to meet a couple. I know a few that are around my area, so I don't know. I feel like that's all that I want to talk about. I'm sure I forgot something, but sorry I'm an emotional roller coaster here. That is what happens when I speak, and that's why I don't do very many talking videos. But I hope you are looking forward to some changes on my channel. Bigger goals next year, bigger pans, hopefully, but also maybe some other content. Let me know what you think about this shirt on me. Let me take my, oh, I think my hair is a little dirty. Let me scoop my hair. I really don't know if I want to chop. I want to cut my hair again, just like a couple inches, or let it grow out. My stepson is like, you should grow out your hair so long and you can do cool styles with it. And I'm like, my hair is so thin. Like, I have a lot of hair, but it's very like thin and fine. So a lot of different styles they just don't look good on me. So I keep going on tangents. If you're not subscribed, I hope you do so. I hope you love this mess of me. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below any thoughts, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.